Hi guys, I'm Melissa Elise and you're watching Melissa Elise TV. Welcome back to my Outlander review. Season 3, Episode 11, Uncharted, which, if you ask me, should have been called Turtle Soup, but Uncharted it is. The episode opens with Claire floating in the ocean on her makeshift raft when a wave comes and knocks her off. She swims to shore, but what shore she's on, she has no idea. She later finds out that it's Saint-Domingue, which is only about 2 days boat ride away from Jamaica. Of course, that is the end goal for Claire, to reach Kingston in time to warn Jamie about the warrants for his arrest. She treks through the tropics for almost 3 days, encountering ants, a very large snake, a weird animal skeleton, all before happening upon Father Fogden and his mother-in-law, Mamacita. Mamacita is not a fan of Claire's from the start, but she helps her out of her Catholic duty. Father Fogden, on the other hand, hails Claire as a healer when he finds out that she's a doctor and says that her presence caused one of his goats to give birth successfully. However, Father Fogden doesn't seem to be all there as he holds a conversation between Claire, himself, and a coconut named Coco. Coco says it's too dangerous for Claire to leave, and Father Fogden listens or agrees. It seems like he takes his cues from Coco, which Claire picks up on and utilizes later when she tries to convince the father that it's safe for her to leave. Father Fogden is pretty insistent on Claire not leaving, and it seems like it could take a turn, but Mamacita advocates for Claire's departure in her own way. The story of Fogden's love affair with Mamacita's daughter poses an interesting parallel to Claire and Jamie's, and Claire is able to a certain extent bond with Fogden over risking everything for the person that they love. They agree to leave the next day for the village, but of course not before consulting Coco. Before they can leave, Mamacita reports the death of their precious goat, Arabella, who was killed by a Chinaman. Before Claire picks up on this though, Father Fogden pours a jar of bugs over the severed head of Arabella, dropping a little fact that they're from the cave of Abandue, and we see a flashback to when Claire first heard this name from Margaret Campbell. But all this is secondary to the fact that a Chinaman and a bunch of sailors with broken sails are on the beach. Claire connects the dots that the Chinaman must be Willoughby and takes off to the beach. As she runs, Jamie, Fergus, and the remaining members of the crew work to fix the mast so they can continue their journey. With the death of Captain Rains, and conveniently all the other men that dislike Jamie, Jamie is essentially made captain. By the time Claire gets to the beach, Jamie and the crew are back on board, but Claire is able to get his attention with a mirror that she pocketed from Fogden. I love the shot of Jamie running to Claire on the beach, but I especially loved Leslie and Hayes' commentary of how Claire shows up in the most unlikely of places. Willoughby stitches Claire's arm as she and Jamie fill each other in on everything that's happened, including Jamie giving Fergus and Marsley his blessing and wanting to have a wedding for them. Luckily, Father Fogden agrees to do the ceremony after Willoughby apologizes for killing Arabella. Marsley and Claire get a chance to bond as Claire helps her get ready. And I like this scene too because Marsley opens up about how she's observed her mother and Jamie versus Claire and Jamie, and she recognizes that she wants what they have. Marsley keeps growing on me. Perhaps she's not the devil after all. The wedding has to be my favorite scene in this episode though. Father Fogden definitely gave them a ceremony they will never forget. From trying to marry Marsley to another man, to pointing out Fergus's missing hand and asking if she minds. But it's also my favorite scene because Jamie finally gives Fergus his name. We've known it all along, but it means so much for him to say Fergus, Claire Fraser. The episode closes with Jamie and Claire back aboard the ship, setting off for Jamaica again. Claire enjoys Willoughby's turtle soup, which is apparently half sherry, leaving her a bit tipsy. So Jamie has to help her give herself a shot of penicillin, but he can't give her the needle. So Claire sticks herself in the leg, but doesn't let that, a fever, or a wounded arm stop her from enjoying being back with her husband. They are almost interrupted by Willoughby asking how Claire liked the soup. And I love that Claire's like, no, I haven't had enough. But Jamie sends him away. I'm glad to see the return of a playful Claire and Jamie. Definitely missed that. And I like this episode. The second half, when they're reunited, more so than the first half, but overall this was a very enjoyable episode. I definitely want to know what you guys thought though, so leave a comment. This week's fan art comes from MIRIAM SM, The Kiss. Check out MIRIAM's awesome work on Instagram at miriamsm.art and follow her on Twitter at miriamsm_art. See description for all her social media links. Thanks, MIRIAM, and thank you guys for watching.